Hi, this is Camille from My Junk Journal Heaven. I made a video, and when I went to edit it, I wasn't happy with how it was being edited, so I stopped it and went back, and I still wasn't happy, so I deleted it. So I'm just going to show you what I made in that video. This is called a page hugger, or a page edge, or something like that. Let me get a page here, some kind of page to show you. Well, I have a book page. It goes on the edge of your journal page like this. And it has a tag here. And I made the inside pretty, of course, with plenty of writing space on the back of it. And the bottom is open, of course, and the back has a tag also. So, because I didn't have the other video to show you, I'm going to make another one. And this one will definitely be better because I won't make the same mistakes, I hope, that I made on that one. That was a total disaster. I mean, it was a disaster. I put things on there. I put some washi tape on it that I wasn't happy with when I got it on it, and then covered it up with the lace, and I don't know. It was just a mess. And this is going to need to be cut down, so I might as well measure it right now. I want it to be probably about 7.5 inches, I think. And you don't need to do a envelope with a window. Just a junk mail envelope works fine. And because I'm gonna put something inside of this, I'm gonna cut this side down a little bit, or cut it open, and I'll also cut it down a little bit. Then we'll glue it back together. So now I have a real narrow one, and that's okay. It can be narrow. And I want to put something back here, although that is kind of an interesting pattern, but not what I want. So let me see what I'm going to put back there. I have multiple things here, and I guess it depends what I'm going to make the tag out of. If I make the tag with that, then I want something pretty in the back. I have these little books of paper that I got from Temu. And they are thin paper. Well, this would look pretty back there. Okay, that's the one I'm going to use because I can cut that down to work. And I'm going to cover this, and I think I'm going to collage it and cover it with book page. I hope it turns out to be looking good because, like I said, the last one was a disaster. And I will have to end up cutting some off of this, I know. Do I want it straight down there? No, I kind of like that. But the one thing I forgot to do on the other one was ink my papers. And I want to ink to make them look good. Don't know what I'm going to end up covering up, but I'll ink it all just in case. Just in case I want it that way. I think I'll put that up to the top. Okay, I have some of that on there, and I have some music page here. But I think I want the music page a little bit straighter. I should get my tear rulers, shouldn't I? Because I have some. Maybe I can kind of rough this up a little bit so it doesn't look... It's very delicate paper. It's very old. I'm not sure how old, but it's old. So how's everybody doing? I hope your weather's good. I hope you're getting spring. We're kind of getting spring. It gets cool at night, but it's nicer in the daytime. It's warming up some, which is good because it was hot. I think Sunday it was 76 or something like that. Maybe even hotter. And then it went down to the 60s again. So we have nothing that's consistent for sure. Okay. I really should get my tear rulers for this. Well. This is another old book. I don't know how old it is. But it's fragile. I think I'll put it down there. I've been thinking about whether I want to plant stuff for a garden or not, whether I want to be bothered this year. I have so many critters outside that come and eat whatever I plant. Well, not whatever, but they eat some of what I plant. I did have a big crop of cucumbers a few years ago. Huge crop. I made bread and butter pickles out of it, and made quite a few jars of it. I love bread and butter pickles. I like to put them on my tuna sandwiches. I'm going to try and find another page here that I can get something off of that's not pure white. Definitely don't want to use that one. Depends what. Okay. I can use part of this. And you know what? I don't need a tear ruler. I've got a ruler right here that can tear. I could tear it. And it'll look a little bit messed up. Hopefully. Yeah, that one will go across the top. And I don't think I'll put it all the way across, but I'll put it across like that. Have lots of dictionary pages, but I don't have them torn out of the dictionary, I guess. I thought I did. Okay, have that. And then I need something for here at the bottom. I'm just going to tear a dictionary page out of here. Oh, it's so white. Well, I can dirty it up a little bit, I think. Okay. I don't really want it straight. Everything's straight. I could put it like that. I'd like to get the bird on there, but I don't know whether I can do that or not. Let's rough this up a little bit. Then I was going to dirty it up a little bit, wasn't I? Make it look a little bit older. Maybe I ought to do that a little bit on these other ones. I don't know. This may turn out not being very good either, but it's better than the last one. So you're getting to see the best. And I need to tear off this edge there. I don't need that on there. And I don't know what to glue, so I'm just going to put glue here and then lift it up and glue under what I need to. Now I've got to even it up, so I don't think you need to watch me even this up. Well, maybe you do. Has everybody's gas prices gone up? My sister says I'm whining, but our gas went from, one week I paid $2.34 a gallon, and the next week I had to pay, well, a week and a half later I had to pay $3.50 for a gallon, which is just crazy because we don't need the gas from the fuel from Iran. We don't use it, we don't need it. But anyway, that's political stuff, but I just hate the fact that things are going up in price. Because I don't have a lot of extra money to throw around for it. I don't go that many places, but I don't like my gas tank to get down under a half a tank either, which kind of helps with the not filling up so much because I have a truck. My one son tells me, "Mom, why don't you get rid of that truck and get something that gets better gas mileage?" Well, that would be all fine and good, except my truck's paid off, and I think I want a little more of that than what's there. And it doesn't have any major problems. If it starts having major problems, maybe. Had to get the transmission fixed last year about this time of year. Actually, it was more in April, but I had to get the transmission work done, rebuilt. But that's not the end of the world. When you consider it's 22 years old, that's not so bad. Okay, that's what I'm going to have in there. I don't know how I'm going to tear this, but I'm going to try it. Hope it works. There we go. Okay, now I can glue it down. It works. Where's my little tool here so I can spread it? And wipe some of off where it shouldn't be. Like I've told you before, you can make a lot of these out of different things. They don't have to be out of this sort of stuff. And this one, I'm probably going to cut off part of this bottom or else glue it shut or do a different tag, make it a longer tag. What should I do? What should I do? This is kind of heavy book page. Maybe I can make the tag out of this and cover it with stuff. Cover it with things. I think that's what I'll do. I didn't even think it through how small that was. Okay. Need to put the top back on my glue. Felt like it was getting a little thick there. And if you didn't know, what you can do when your Fabri-Tac or something like that gets thick, you can use pure acetone, put a little bit in it and thin it down. But it has to be pure acetone, not just fingernail polish remover, but acetone, which is fingernail polish remover, but it has to be the pure stuff. You can't just use fingernail polish remover. It has to be the acetone. 100% acetone. Okay, let's see how this looks now. If I need to cut, I need to cut off the top. I don't want this white top on there in particular. And that should take care of it, I think. Now, it needs to be cut a little bit more because when I glue that down, it won't fit. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it some more. And now it's time to glue the envelope back together. I'm going to see if this glue will come out. Looks like it will. Oh, that didn't glue very... Oh, I was going to go back and glue down here where it didn't glued, wasn't I? And I didn't do that. Okay, now you don't want to glue it at the bottom. You want to glue it at whichever side you're going to have as the side where the tag does not go in. So, do I want it to be, I think I'll make it a left side one for this one. And I'm going to decorate the back of it because it's going to be on a page where it can be seen on both sides. Okay, let's get that glued down well. Looks like I need to trim it a little bit. But I don't know, maybe that'd look okay untrimmed. If it's inked, yeah, I like that. It's kind of rough. I like that. Okay, now I think we'll decorate the back of it. We'll do something on the back, and then we'll decorate the tag. And I'm thinking of just using the music on the back. That's a good piece to use for something. And I can tear this off here. I don't need to cut it. And I won't need to trim it once I've got it glued on. Because I hate trying to trim stuff. I'm not good at it. All right, let's glue this on. And I don't think this will pucker up anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and use this glue. This is my Aleene's Tacky Glue, Quick Dry Tacky Glue, it says. I don't know if it dries that much faster than the regular tacky glue, but I like it. It dries pretty fast and it sticks well. And you all know I don't like glue sticks because they don't stick. I wasn't going to leave the top on there, but that's okay. I think we're going to have a pocket on the back here. That didn't tear where I wanted it to. Yeah, we're going to have a pocket on the back. Oops, don't glue down in there. Okay. Make sure it didn't glue too much. Okay, now a pocket on the back. What am I going to make the pocket out of? It's not a very big pocket. Maybe I could make a couple of pockets and put some little small ones in there. Some little small tags. That's a good idea, but these need to be on something more sturdy than what they are. So I'm going to get out one of my index cards here, because they're nice and heavy. And this paper's lightweight. Probably could cut it down to the right size before I do this, which would save some glue. I know these aren't very exciting papers on there, but I'll embellish them with something that'll make them more exciting. And once again, I'm going to ink. And as I've said before, and I will say it many, many times, you'll hear me saying it, you don't have to ink. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. And you can make this sort of thing from almost anything you have. You can use magazines, you can use catalogs. Any kind of paper that you have, you can make this sort of thing. You don't have to use new stuff. And I know we all get enough junk mail that we can definitely use that. The envelopes and some of the stuff that comes in the junk mail is kind of pretty sometimes. I'm going to put that up there just a little bit. I don't necessarily need it at the bottom. And this is this Nuvo glue. I like it. I think I like it as much as the Art Glitter glue, and it's a whole lot cheaper. Less expensive. I keep saying cheaper. My sister keeps telling me don't say cheaper. Say less expensive. It is less expensive than the Art Glitter glue. How's that? So it saves money. And I get it from Amazon. All right. Oh my goodness, I didn't get that all the way up to the top. And I cut part of the bottom off. I'm going to have to do something about that. Well, let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and trim that off and re-glue it. Because that was going to be a problem. If I can get the glue to come out, there, did it. Okay. Now I need to embellish all of this, and this. And I might as well ink this while I've got it out here so that and that's going to need to be cut off a little bit since I lost some of the top. Okay. Okay, that'll fit well now. That's what I want. Now, what to embellish it with? I can put all sorts of things on here. I can put flowers. I kind of like that on there. It's kind of big for that. Don't know that I've got any smaller things in there or not. Kind of. I don't know that I want that or not. But I'll keep them both out for a minute. Oh, I have something else in there that I might want too. In my little yellow flower pocket here, I can see something besides all these roses. If I can get it out. got to get my other thing done for this. This is just a pain in the neck. Sometimes. Okay, which one was I? Oh, those. These go back in here. Okay, do I want a butterfly on anything? I might. Oh, I need something for the other side too. Whoops. Oh, I got to cover the back of this with something to be written on. Okay. Might want a butterfly there. And maybe on the back of this other one, we'll get out a couple of butterflies here. Let's see if I want any more flowers. Looks like I have a couple here that might work on these things. Okay, have enough of that out for the maybes. And I'm going to go ahead and cover the back. Okay, now I was going to put this on here, wasn't I? Maybe. Oh my, let's see. I've been doing all these things for my lady journal. And I might just go ahead and do another one with some ladies on it. If I do it, she's going to be on the tag. And I don't know if I put her on there. I don't think I want that. She needs to kind of show through the window. Maybe that. Yeah, I don't mind that. And a butterfly. I've got plenty of butterflies here. I can put one up here. Let me put this next to it and see if the window, how big the window is. That looks good. Okay, so I have that. And to do this. I think I just want the butterfly up there. All right, I'm going to put these on here and then we'll work on the back of it. I want something else on here, maybe a number. Maybe a number. It'll just be on the bottom. It won't be like it's showing everywhere. And she's in red, so I think I'm going to use a red one. Use a little red number here. And as usual, I cut it crooked. Oh, maybe I need a bigger one. Maybe I need a larger one. If I've got something larger that will look good. I have these that are huge and I don't I don't really want all these numbers on there. I think the 55 would be fine. Put that back on there. And I don't think these ink, but I said that one time and then it did, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. And that's not cut straight either, but oh well. I'm not going to put it on straight. Well, a little bit. All right, now my lady. I guess I'll put the flowers down first. And then the lady, and then the butterflies. The butterfly. Try and get this moving a little faster. I just don't move fast, and I have to do better. Okay, I'm going to have a tab for that, and I have one right here that I think I'm going to put on it. Don't know where it came from, but I had it in my stash. Oh, maybe I do know where it came from. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use it. Went over to see my new great-grandbaby last night. She was born at 6 pounds 8 ounces. Now she weighs 8 pounds 4 ounces. She's growing, but she's not very big. And she opens her eyes and stretches a little bit and stuff. My daughter-in-law said she's alert during the day a lot of the time, but yesterday my other great-granddaughter was over there. They're not sisters, they're cousins, and I asked how that was going, because when the baby was first born, she was not happy. She did not want that baby there, and turned out that she was afraid that if we loved the baby, we wouldn't love her anymore. So now she's kind of figured out that that's not the case, and she's decided that the baby's really cute. She really likes that cute baby. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I mean, she's 6 years old, and she's been it for 6 years, so she didn't want her Oma and Papa to not love her as much as they loved the new baby. And my daughter-in-law explained to her, we've loved you for 6 years. Why would we stop loving you now? We have more love to give to the new baby. That's the kind of thing we always tell our children, isn't it? When we have a new one in the family, we're not going to love you less. Like my son, he always said, I'm your favorite, aren't I, Mom? I always tell him, yes, you're my favorite Jerry. His name's Jerry. I don't have favorite kids. At least I hope I don't. I don't mean to. And I don't think I do. I have some that do better than others in some ways. But I love all of them. They're all my kids. How can you not love your children? Even if they did horrible things, I think you'd still love them. You might not be happy with them, but you'd still love them. Let's see, this is going to... Oh, I put that tab on the wrong side. Oh, poo. I'm going to have to take that off of there. if I can get it off. Well, doesn't look like I'm going to get it off, so I'm just going to cut down. That's the way it goes. You win some, you lose some. And when it comes to tabs, I've been on the losing side lately. I don't know. Okay, let's see if I can cut one out of this. If it's wide enough. We'll see. Piece of this book page. Well, it's not quite as wide as it should be, but I think it'll work. And I'll put it on the right side this time. But I think I'm going to re-ink my sponge here. Maybe I can find something to put over that so it doesn't look so bad. What could I put over it, you guys? Maybe I can find a ticket or a label or something I can put on there. Oops. I did ink it, but it doesn't look like it. Yep, okay. Okay. Got too excited talking about my great-grandkids that live here. I have 18 of them, but only 2 live here in Alabama. The rest of them either live in Utah or in Nevada. Okay, not real special for a tab, but it's a tab. Actually, I think I'll just put it down here at the bottom or up at the top. It may be glued together already. No. Okay, I don't have enough glue on it. That's the problem. Or the good thing. What can we say? Oh, I should have used the other side of it. It was prettier. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, now it's on the right side. Yes, it's on the right side. And I need to do something over here. Maybe a number on one of these or up here. Oh, let's put a black one on it. Yeah, we'll put a black one on there. Okay, and I think these ladies are too big for this, so I'll get my other ladies out. I don't know what I want, but hopefully I'll know it when I see it. Okay, I have those. I need to put something with them. Can't just have them by themselves. Maybe a word. I don't think I like those words in particular. They don't do anything to make me excited. Whoops. Losing some of my stuff out of here. Nope, that won't go down there. That's too big. Okay, here's some that might be a little better. A little better colors anyway. Okay, I'm going to put this one up here. I don't think it's inking it very well. Do I want to put a butterfly on here? Nope, that's too big. Yeah, don't think so. I think I'll just put this here with her. Get it down straight, hopefully. Okay, and then I need something for this one. She could be asleep. I'll put paws on her. That'll work. And then I'll put the number up there at the top. And a butterfly. And then I have to make tags for that. But I'm not going to make tags. I'm going to find some tags. I've got plenty of tags. And I decided I'm not making more tags. Except this one. I'm sure I have some that'll fit in here. Number 8. And I think I'm going to put a butterfly here somewhere. I probably should have put it on there. Or should I just put it up here? Or put this one up there. Won't show when the tags are out. Yeah, we'll wait and see. Okay. I don't know what I was doing with that. All right. Now we'll go for the tags. And I'm sure I have some small tags in here. I should have anyway. That'll fit in those pockets. That could go in there. It's one of these things that opens up and you can write in it. But it's not very pretty. But it fits. Well, sort of. If it was glued down, it wouldn't fit. Let's see what else I have. And I didn't put the butterfly up there at the top, did I? It needs something besides the number, so I'm going to go ahead and put a butterfly up there. It just looks real plain. These tags kind of look plain too, but that's life right now. They're going to have to look plain. I might be able to do something with them. Maybe I can put some glossy accent on them. Make them a little prettier. But I'm not going to do that right now. And maybe I'll find some other tags I would rather have in here. If I do that, I'll show it to you later. But there it is. There's my project. And over the page paper. I don't have a page right here, so we'll just go ahead and use what's left of this card so you get the idea. And then on the other side of it is something for the other side of the page, because it's going to be on 2 pages. It's a little bit busy, but I was going to put a butterfly up there, but I've got that butterfly there, so I think we're good. I think we're good. And here's the one that I originally made that did not make it onto the video. And it also has a tag on the back, just one. And you know what? I have some lace here. I could put some lace across this one, couldn't I? That would look pretty there. And up there would give me something up there. I'm going to do it. So we're not done yet. I'm not sure that this has a right side, but I've kind of figured out what I want to call the right side, so that's what I'm putting down there. It doesn't show up much. But it looks okay. All right. And then I'll put a piece down at the bottom, down here. This just looks real plain to me. Not that I don't like plain, but I don't want plain. I've got a lot of stuff on it, but okay, I don't know whether you can see it or not. The lace, it's just a little bit of kind of off-white lace. And this really should be trimmed down along here so it looks better. It's really rough. I don't mind rough a little bit, but that looked too rough. Okay. And I could actually put some of this on the top of these tags. No, I'm not going to mess with it right now. I was going to say and put a little pearl on it, but if I do that, then it's going to be hard to get in and out, or it'll take up more space in the journal. I will do something with it, though. I'll either find some different tags, and I can look for some right now. And I think I will round the corners on these so they go in a little easier. If you round the corners, they tend to go in easier. I don't know which way's right side up for this. I guess that is. Probably need to round the top one too. Either that or make it a tag shape. I guess we'll just round it. Okay, there we go. Now we have two tags that work in there. Covers up the butterfly and the number, but that's okay. When they're out, then it'll be pretty. I'm pleased with that. That works. All right. This is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven, and I appreciate all those who watch my video. And if you're amenable to it and you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. And consider subscribing. I'd like to get some more subscribers. If you think this is a good idea, let me know. If you liked it, if you think there's a better way to do it, I'm always open for suggestions because I'm not perfect. And I certainly don't know everything about this craft. Definitely don't. Thanks for watching. Bye.